time with the Titans, Mr. Meredith?
Oh man, I enjoyed it. I mean, it was a nice place to retire from. The city was nice. The fans are great. Unfortunately, we struggled a little bit as far as with the wins, but I met some lifelong friends along the way, so I definitely enjoyed it.
For sure. Yeah, Mr. Bergman, it's your time to talk, man. How was your time in football?
You know what's funny? He mentioned something really key that I didn't know until I would end up being 60. Is the lifelong friendships. So many friends and memories, and it's kind of funny because it seems of late, like I played in the USFL too, and that has had a resurgence of interest. And I keep getting my my Topps bubblegum football card sent to me in the mail on a regular basis. Yeah, no, it's like so impressive to my kids. Yeah. They're like, wow, and I get the, people asking me to sign it and send it back and thanking me for the memories. And my kids missed all that, my career really. But now they get to see this. They're like, wow, my dad's got a bubblegum card. This is pretty cool. So it's good stuff.
You get cool points from the kids.
I do. That's important.
Hey, Mr. Meredith.
Yes, sir.
Your coaching career, how did that start for you?
Well, as soon as I retired, man, actually, I didn't really technically retire, but after the 2015 season, I just started kind of helping out with the football team, and
yes, sir.
I started getting used to hanging around the kids, and I enjoyed coaching, and the head coach, Coach Greg Porter, offered me a opportunity to become, an offensive line coach, and I went for it. And then later on that summer, I think the Saints called me for a tryout, but at that point, I had already lost 25 pounds. It's like, I'm done with that part. Like it wasn't official, but it's like I knew I was done, so I just rolled with it, and I've been coaching ever since.
For sure, man. The most inspiring story so far for you as a coach that you've seen a player with not the attributes of talent, but the effort was there?
Oh, can you repeat that?
Tell both of us and everyone watching a story that you've been around in coaching that a player has not shown enough talent, but the effort was there.
Oh man, when I first started coaching, the first year I coached, I had a freshman. His name was Jacob Cooley. I'll go ahead and shout him out now, man. And he was a true freshman, and he came to my football camps prior to me even coaching, even when I was still playing in the league. Yes. And he stood out. He stood out in middle school, man. I'm like, man, this guy. He wasn't tall, but he was really nasty and had the best effort ever. And he ended up becoming like my 4-year starter for me. And he just graduated last year, this past year, 2020. But that's a kid that's like absolute, hard worker, grinding type kid. Maybe not gifted physically. He don't have all the God-given tools that some kids do. But I mean, he replaced it with hard work and like effort. And that kid will run through the wall for me. And he'll run. I mean, he'll be a great husband one day. He'll be a great father. A great mechanic or whatever he wants to do in life. Sure. You can see it. You can see it early.
For sure, Mr. Bergman. The time.
Go ahead.
The time in football. What story that's impacted you personally in your football career?
Well, I got to work off what Mr. Meredith was just talking about, and what he does as a coach, because I was the product of good coaching. I never played football. I was a soccer player, and I got to high school, and I didn't start playing football till my junior year. So I had zero experience, but here's what I was good at. I was good at taking instructions and doing what I was told by a coach exactly the way that they told me to do it.
For sure.
And then as I was saying, I was the product in my career of some very good coaches, starting in high school, that really had a huge impact. And again, we talk about lifelong friendships. They're still there. And then I went to UCLA. And at UCLA, I experienced good and bad coaching. And at one point, bad coaching was nearly the end of my playing days. I was there 3 years, and my particular position coach wasn't good. He dehumanized me. I didn't feel capable. I didn't feel worthy, and effectually I quit after my third year. And then he got a new job somewhere else, and we brought in this new coach, and the UCLA staff came to me and said, come back. You know, you got a new position coach. And I met the guy. His name was Ed Kazarian, wonderful human being. And he just treated me as a human being. And that alone was like, oh my God, I can stay with it like this. But he also gave me a fresh start, a clean slate. And I ended up becoming the starter and then becoming All-American. And that was directly related to great coaching, to somebody who made me believe in myself when I didn't and others didn't, people who brought out the best in me, people who invigorated me. I mean, I had a work ethic. I showed up early. I stayed late because I was so invigorated at being treated and being given hope. And then I went, to the USFL and the NFL, and I experienced both there, good coaches and bad coaches. And I saw the difference it made in careers, literally. Literally taking guys that were, middle round draft choices, and yet pumping them up and getting them to bring out stuff in them they didn't even know. And I saw other great players with great resumes that completely got crushed through poor coaching and didn't have the success in their careers. So I owe a lot to coaching, and I have appreciated that. I appreciate the fact that's what Mr. Meredith is doing today, and the impact he has on young people, like he just explained. My coaching went in a different direction. It's more like life coaching. That's what I do. I sit down with broken people, and I try to help them put the pieces together and believe in themselves and move on with their life and achieve things that they thought never possible.
This concludes our episode today, folks. We greatly appreciate the support. And if you're not a subscriber yet, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to get all our up-to-date content. And if you like this video, hit the like button. We greatly appreciate it. We welcome you back next time.